Nicole calls Nancy from the Kyriakis estate, offering to babysit Holly so Nancy can visit Chloe. Nancy makes up every excuse possible not to let her. They disconnect and Nicole sadly fills Damus in. She leaves the room and Damus complains to Brady that Nancy's keeping Nicole from Holly. Brady decides to pay Nancy a visit, thinking she must know the truth. He goes and Nicole returns and rants about hating having baby envy. Later, Sonny turns up and tells Damus about the latest in Dario's first fiasco. Damus says they'll use the Hernandez family business to benefit their own. Sonny goes and Nick returns. They discuss her baby woes and Damus comforts her and tells her he'll do anything for her. They kiss and she, for the first time, professes her love for him. They kiss. Steve and Kayla discuss their loss in her office. Joey pops in, heartbroken. He sobs that God took his baby to punish him for killing Ava without repercussions. Steve says that's not how it works. Either way, Joey wants to confess to murder. His parents don't want that, wondering what it'd accomplish. Joey can't pretend he's doing okay because he's not. He sobs in his parents' arms. Rafe visits Hope in the prison hospital, angry that she was shipped. He has to find a way to get her out of prison. Hope assures Rafe that she's fine but he knows she could have wound up dead, like Chili. Hope claims she doesn't know who did this. Rafe pressures her. Was it Sheila and Coco? Hope admits it was but thinks her only option is to face them head-on. This doesn't sit well with Rafe. At SPD, Shane tells Marlena, Paul and Sean Stefano's been seen again. He's definitely alive. Marlena asks who it was that died but nobody answers. Shane's sending a team to Prague and asks Sean to stay with Sierra. They realize Stefano had Hope kill him in order to create a getaway, not because of any illness. Marlena asks permission to work with them. Shane worries it's too dangerous for her so she convinces him. He calls Rafe to fill him in and asks him to fly out to Prague ASAP. They disconnect and Rafe tells Hope that a NISA agent has a bead on Stefano. Hope's grateful. He tells her he's going to check it out. He calls Justin to let him know what's going on. Brady goes to Nancy at Salem Inn. He offers to help in any way he can. She asks if he'll stay with Holly while she showers. He agrees and when Nancy's showering, Brady takes a sample of Holly's saliva with a cotton swab and places it in a baggie. Later, Nancy returns and sends him to get a hair dryer. She notes how nervous Brady seemed when he's gone and goes through his coat pockets where she finds the swab. She realizes Brady suspects who Holly is. She switches the swab for one of her own. Brady returns with a hairdryer and takes off. Marlena and Paul call John from the park with an update about going to Prague. Later, sexy guitar music plays as Paul confesses to Marlena that he and Sonny kissed. Marlena admits this conversation hurts her. Paul says it's hard for them to move on together because of Will. Marlena thinks they're probably meant to be together and tells him not to give up. Steve takes a call from Shane at the hospital and learns about the newest Stefano sighting. Steve refuses to go to Prague and disconnects. His family worries for Hope, knowing this could get her out of jail, but Steve won't leave Joey's side. Kay and Joe persuade him to go. For Hope, he considers their words and agrees to leave as long as Joey agrees not to do anything stupid. Kay kisses Steve and he goes off. Paul meets Sonny at the Brady's pub and tells him to keep it under his hat but he's going to Europe to check on a Stefano sighting. Sonny's shocked. He thought Stefano was dead. Paul says they'll soon find out. They discuss their kiss and agree it meant something to them. Sonny smiles and says he didn't regret it. They agree to shelve the discussion until Paul returns. Back in the prison hospital, Hattie visits Hope. She agrees with Rafe that Hope doesn't have the strength to take on Coco and Sheila. Hattie will organize the others to stand guard. Rafe has learned that Hope will be in the hospital for several weeks. He says he'll go to Prague and bring Stefano back with him. They say goodbye. Everyone meets back at SPD before they hit the airport, ready to find Stefano.